All right, I have not done one of these on YouTube for a while, so I thought I would do a very quick shed tour and fleet update and tell you where all the cars are at in the shed. Now, I'll have a quick spin around. And you can see we're in my shed now. It's pretty big. Not all of the cars in here are mine. That is very important and very worth noting. But I'm just going to do a very quick, sort of off-the-cuff video where we can talk about where all the cars are at, what's the go with them, and all of that stuff. So we'll start right in the corner here with my red VN. Okay, so this is my red VN 5 litre. I've had this car for a very long time, since 2017. Now, originally, it is a factory manual V6 VN S-Pack. So it has been converted. I won't go too far over there because it's dark. It's very, very tidy. It has been converted to a 5 litre 5-speed. It's got a big cam. It runs and drives fantastic. It's registered. There are little minor things that I want to do to this car. I open it up here. Oh, sorry. It's really dark. There are some minor things that I want to do to this car, but overall, it's kind of where I want it. It's got VN Bellina hubcaps, 3/4 Venetians, which are pretty cool. It's a little bit of a shed pony. There's so much stuff that I've done to this car. I used to have glossy bars. I've repainted that. I've had the driver's side repainted. The interior's been out a ton of times. But the best thing about this car by far is it sounds nuts. It sounds really, really good. Big cammed V8, and yeah, it's just awesome. I absolutely love this car, and pretty much no matter what, I don't think I could ever part with it in a million years. It's so me. But it has been sitting in the shed for a little bit. Underneath is all fresh, it has been lowered. It's not an honest car, that's for sure. When I bought it, it had a spool and it had some belt slap and stuff, but it's come a long way. It was a really cheap old nugget back then. Had Hyundai springs and all this stuff. Anyway, we'll quickly move on to this car. Now, this is not my car. This is a mate's one, who I'm sharing this shed with. And it is a very honest car. As you can see, factory height, factory hubcaps, V6 auto. And the paint is a little bit, oh, there's millipede on the roof. The paint isn't the best, but it's a very honest car. Again, I apologize for it being so dark, but it's got 171,000 Ks, I think. So sorry about that, but you have to take my word for it. The interior, it's not immaculate, but it's very tidy. Even has this grandpa stuff, Preston Motors sticker. Very, very cool car, guys. In great condition for its age. No major damage, no major scratches, nothing like that. We'll quickly have a look at this car. Now, this is mine. Sorry, I just had to have a sniff, make sure there's no rats and stuff. Now, this is my car. It is a VS Acclaim. And if I have a look here, it's got 148,000 Ks. Interior is extremely tidy. And I bought this car for $500, would you believe that? Back in the day. I've had the whole front end repainted because there was it had a cracked front bar. And if I pop here, this car, again, I'm sorry for the darkness, but it's just temporary. This one's got an L67 in it, which is pretty cool. And it's very tidy. It's not perfect, but at the time it was only $500. And yes, I do have the other hubcap just inside there. Color-coded mirrors because it's an Acclaim. And it's a very tidy car. It's perfect in the back. Again, I've not long moved house, so it's all full of stuff. Doesn't run and drive yet, but it's not far off. I've got all the bits for it. Yeah. The next car is another VN. This is the same one. This is not my car either. Oh, I've just noticed it's still got the Series 1 coil packs. Straight as a die, probably one of the lowest K cars in here, which is surprising considering the condition of the roof, but it's a very odd combination. It has mulberry interior, which is really strange on a blue car. It's really straight, and I think this would be a perfect donor for a big engine or something like that, or some sort of sleeper build. It's really straight, but the interior is what you're paying for here. It's just a really weird combination. This is a VN Bellina. but it is not like any other one in Australia. Not necessarily rare overseas. This is pretty rare in Australia though, because it is the 4-cylinder. So this particular car was at the Echuca Museum, and it's been bought by my mate. It's not my car, unfortunately. Bit of a theme at the moment. Interior is extremely tidy. It's got 130,000 Ks. And if you can see down there, the shifter's different. There's a lot of weirdness about this car. I'll show you the engine bay. It's the same engine as the JE Chimera, so the Family 2 motor. One of the first cars that ever made me go viral on social media. There you go. Lots of weirdness, no tags, no catalytic converter from factory. Just a really strange thing. Another car that's not mine. This is a HT Prem. It's not my car, but I have sort of teamed up with a mate. You know, I won't get into specifics, but it lives in the shed and we are working on it together. So I've probably released a video the other day about this car. We've just put on these new bars. We've put on all these new bolts. Right now the seats are getting retrimmed, so there's no front seats in it. It is unregistered. It has been restored. It is missing some things like the chrome on the sides, but it is a genuine HT Prem, new bars. It's a really tidy car. It really is. And I love it. It needs a lot of work underneath to get on the road. All the bushes and suspension and brakes are all pretty knackered, and the battery's knackered. But it's nothing major. This is in the shed just for the day. This is an FG XR8. Pretty rare car, only 540 or so of these made in the 6-speed manual, which this one is. Have a look there, that's pretty cool. This one's only got 120,000 Ks. This will probably live here. Unfortunately, again, same story. Not my car. I do have some cars, guys, I promise you. But yeah, this one's not my car, but I was lent it by Damien. He owns all these as well, to do some videos with. Now, you will also notice that some of my cars, if you're following along the channel, are not actually here. So I have a VT Calais 5 litre, and I have a VN Executive that they are not here either. So they are in my personal shed. My VN, my white one, is very similar condition to this one, I would think. Maybe a little bit worse, but it's pretty good. And my VT is okay. This is my VS Ute. I've only just retired it off the road, just a V6 auto. It's done 530,000 Ks. I've done a lot with this car. It used to be my work car, so it had drawers and stuff in it. You can still see some evidence of the dirty old carpentry trade. Still have the drawers in it. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. The rego just lapsed and I really didn't want to keep it going, so I've just decided to hang up the boots on it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty tidy for a VS Ute that's done 500,000 Ks. Interior is a bit tired. If we have a quick look, I'm selling these bars as well, if anyone wants those. Yeah, interior is, you know, it's okay. Move this top. And this VN, the crushed cream one over here, this guy is not mine, but he is my mate's as well. I normally do have more of my own cars in here. Yeah. Anyway, trust me, it might seem like he's got a lot of stuff in here, and he does, but trust me, it's to my benefit. Anyway, this car's probably going to get wrecked because it's just too far gone, because it's smashed in the front and the rear. It was a sandwich. I won't go too far back there, but yeah, not sure what we're going to do with it. It's got light brown interior. Interior was mint. It's a really okay car, and it's a real shame that this happened to it. Over there, I've got a intercooler and a turbo from Max Speeding Rods. I bought it from my little crashed Mazda, which is not here either. This is my 2001 VX Berliner. I bought this off a late 70s woman, off a winery. It's an absolute darling of a car. It's so honest. It's got a few Ks on it, but it's probably the best car here. Like, it's just an absolute darling. Everything works on it. I haven't even washed it in a few years because I'm just patiently waiting for historic plates. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. Like I bought it as a daily driver, and I did use it as that for a few years, and it has a few minor marks, but overall it's very tidy. This is my VK. We bought this last year. It looks pretty good on camera, and it's not bad. It's all original paint, so there are, you know, a few marks and stuff in it, especially being the red, you know, the one color, and there are these light rust. But it's pretty good. All the chrome's great. I won't go over there because it's so dark, but the rear bar's cracked, so that needs to be replaced. Luckily though, the chrome survived. The boot lid has a bit of a ding in it. Again, I'm sorry it's so dark, but hopefully you can see there. The interior is complete, but it stinks. So it needs to be redone, and it's got no engine. It does have a Trimatic, but we're gonna pull that out. I've got an Aussie 4-speed and a 202 for it. So that's going to go in there. So I guess the theme of this video is a lot of my cars aren't here, but I have to be honest, you know, I don't have the budget to be buying Premiers and VKs and all this stuff just to do them up, because doing these up is really not cheap, plus having this factory. So that's why teaming up with Damien and has, yeah, it's such a good idea, because he gets someone to, you know, work on his cars for nothing, and I get to share the experience with you guys. And honestly, I like doing it. You know, it's not like a, you know, not that they're bad cars to work on, but working on the Premier is fun. It's exciting, and it's really satisfying to be doing stuff like that. Just realized I didn't mention what the plans are with this. I can sort of reveal it now. I had found a VR Calais 5-litre donor car that I was going to use for this car, but the bloke stuffed me around a lot, so that fell through. I do have a manual swap for it in my other shed, so I'll probably do that. The motor still runs and drives. It is a bit tired, but it's leaking crazy from the rear main seal, so it really needs a manual swap before it goes anywhere. And, you know, that's about it at the moment. There are going to be, you know, these cars, Damien's cars, are probably going to be revolving, and I guess that's about it. It's been a real exciting experience, this, and, you know, I'm currently going to Perth tomorrow. I don't know when this will go up, but there's just so much going on in my life, and it's almost difficult sometimes to really find time to work on these, but that's why I'm giving it everything I got. I just try and focus on one car at a time. So once the Premier is done, we'll get stuck into the L67 wagon. We'll get a hoist in here. Then I think the next car will be the Ute. Put a manual swap in that. Again, that won't take that long. It's already a running driving car. Might give it the interior a tidy up and some other things. And I don't know, but give it some paint maybe. I don't know what the next car is. If it's ready for club reg, it might be this one, but this isn't going to really be a build. This will just be a get it on the road, which I don't imagine it would need that much anyway. It runs and drives great, and I guess that's where we're at. But if you followed me along for this journey, you know how far we've come. You know, we were in a little crappy 4-car garage for $100 a week, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So I have to thank Remy from RCS Geelong for renting me the first shed, and without that opportunity, there's no way I would have gotten to where I am. No way. So I have to really thank him, and I also have to thank Damien, my mate, who has not given me these cars, but putting the cars here. You know, he gets a bit of storage and stuff as well, but I get to do things with them, and that kind of relationship is extremely rare, and in my situation, very valuable. And of course, we're good mates as well, so that's even better. So yeah, I really thank all you guys for getting me along this far. And also, I have just teamed up with Holdcom, so thank you to them for helping me work on these cars, especially the VK. That's probably going to be the most valuable, but I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you guys, and thanks for following along. If you've liked subscribing or subscribe to me on Facebook and Instagram, I really, really, really appreciate it. And I know that, you know, there's a lot of videos out there at the moment. There's a lot of people doing this, and I really appreciate you guys for following along the journey. And I really don't know how far this is going to go, but I'm not going to stop. I guess the next thing quickly in the shed, I've just seen my GoPro's about to run out of battery. The next thing in the shed is a hoist. That's got to go here, and tools and stuff. That's going to go right here somewhere. So that's about it. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, following along, liking, subscribing. And if you'd like to, feature your car in any of the reviews, then please get in touch. Otherwise, thanks very much.